Hello, here is a summing a sequence problem. We have to find the sum of the first 100 terms of this sequence. Well, first we have to decide what sort of sequence it is. Now this looks a very straightforward one. You can see that we're just adding 3 each time, so 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 3 is 10, 10 plus 3, and so we're adding the same number each time, and that makes it an arithmetic sequence. So to do this summing, we're going to use the equation for summing the terms of an arithmetic sequence, which is n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 times d. I'm going to do this firstly just working out, using the equation. And second, I'll go and use the calculator. So first up, we need to know, to find the sum to 100 terms, we need to know n, a and d. Now n is how many terms we're summing to, and that's 100, so we know we're finding the sum to 100. So n is 100 over 2. 2a, now a is the first term, which is clearly 4. So it's 2 times 4, plus n minus 1, that's 100 minus 1, that's 99. And d is the common difference, which is, we're adding 3 each time, so it's plus 3. So we're just going to work out what this comes to, and that should give us the sum to 100 terms. Here we go. 100 divided by 2 is 50. 2 4s are 8. 99 times 3, 300. Take away 3, 297. And that equals 50 into 8 and 297, 305. And now we've got to multiply 50 by 305. 305 by 50. 0, right, 5 4 is 25, 5, 2, 5 3 is 15, 15, 15 to 50. And that is it done, working it out. Now let me show you the same thing using the calculator, because you need to be familiar with how the calculator does these things. So let's go into the sequences part of the calculator. When we do these, this is not a recursive type situation, so we'll go to the explicit part of things, and we will just enter our equation. Now we need to enter the nth term. Now for an arithmetic sequence, the nth term is a plus n minus 1 d. Now we know what a and d are, so we can write that in. A is, a being the first thing, is 4 plus, and then n minus 1, so bracket, we get the n from here, minus 1, close brackets, and d is the common difference, so we're multiplying by, which was plus 3, so we'll put the 3 there. Okay, there is thing, and then we'll just do an xe just to make it all happen. My calculator's not in quite the right, just move my calculator up a little bit to get at my xe button. There we go. Now, because I want to find the, actually, let me just talk a little bit about this. I've written this 4 plus n minus 1 times 3. You didn't have to write it that way. I could have simplified that if I prefer. So this is my nth term, and it'll work using that. But you could, if you have preferred, expanded this bracket first. So you get 4 plus 3 times the n, and then 3 times the negative 1. You get 3n minus 3, which is 3n plus 1. You could have entered that at your nth term, and it would have given you exactly the same thing. I've just put it in that form. It doesn't make any difference. Right. Now I want the sum to 100 terms. I have to check that I'm going to get, if I just go to where my columns are now, I'm getting the number of the terms, so the first term, second term, third term, fourth term. I'm getting the terms 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, and so on. But I haven't got the sum column in here, and I do want the sum column because I want to work out what the sum is. So I'm going to have to go back to the top half of the screen. Next to the NaN, there's this little diamond. If you tap on that, and then there's the sum display symbol. That is a Greek letter, sigma, meaning the sum. Tap on that. At the moment it's off. Well, I want to turn that on. Having turned it on, I'll now go back to the table symbol. I want the table. And there we go. Now I've got the sums turning up in this column. Okay, so let's go down here and find the sum. Hopefully we go all the way to the bottom. There's 100. There we go. 100 term. The sum is 15,250. So you can see you get the same answer doing it that way, of course. That's how the calculator would do it. If you have been asked to sum to 200 terms, we didn't, of course, and our table only goes to 100, you can change how far your table goes to on your calculator, and that's the XY button here, and you tap on that. At the moment I'm starting at 1 and ending 100. Well, if I wanted to go to 200, I would just go to there and then put in the number 200. And then this table should now go to 200. I could tell you the sum to 200 terms, should I feel the urge. Here we go, then it would be that number. Okay, I think that's that.